the first move is the Rajon Rondo fake behind the back pass. And in Boston, Rajon Rondo did this move a lot and was very famous for poking the ball behind his back, making it look like he was going to make a behind the back pass to a defender, but then not doing it, bringing it back to the side that he originally got it to, and laid it up and in, gave a pass, or anything like that. The play was and still is in every coach's, scouting report, because the other team could fall for Rondo's behind the back pass fake quite easily. And yeah, this highlight I know is not a behind the back pass fake, but I still thought it was pretty cool. The best highlight from the Celtics in the past decade. Then the player who stole this move was Ben Simmons. We've seen Ben regularly do this at least a dozen times. Here, this one versus the Lakers, really getting around the defenders. This one was versus the Heat in the first round of the playoffs in 2018. Really great skill, faking them out and making sure that they do not get the ball. Ben Simmons is just a great protector of the ball. This one, though, is my favorite one against the Clippers. Simmons loses the ball, gets a screen from Embiid, then does the move on DeAndre Jordan, gets it. Then here, this one wasn't really much of a behind the back fake, but it was a nice fake and he laid it in, so that one was good. Then we have the Dirk Nowitzki jumper fadeaway. Dirk has become famous for doing this one-legged fadeaway and is honestly one of the best moves in NBA history. Dirk Nowitzki was really the guy who perfected this move. Sure, people had done it before in the past, but not on a regularly basis like Dirk Nowitzki did. Dirk Nowitzki really popularized it and made the move his own. That was the reason why Dirk was so good at it, because he practiced and practiced in the summer. And I don't know if anyone ever blocked a shot by Dirk Nowitzki on this one-legged fadeaway. I don't know if that's ever happened. If you had seen it happen before, comment down below, please, and send a clip if you would like in my comments. Then the player who copied him was Nikola Yogic. The origin of this Nikola Yogic one-legged fadeaway was that he got injured, but he played through it, but his left leg was hurt, so this made him have to go one leg up. And he kind of copied off of Dirk here, but then he realized that the move was very effective, and he just kept shooting like that, because that's how effective it is. In fact, a lot of players have copied off of the Dirk Nowitzki move, and most players, especially big men, think this is a very high productive shot. Even though it is a floater mid-range jumper, it's still probably the most efficient mid-range jumper-ish shot. Then the next one is Manu Ginobili's Euro step. Manu Ginobili was the first one who popularized the Euro step and was the first one to ever do it, come to think of it. Manu Ginobili would fake his defender out by fake passing it at their face and then going to the basket to get the easy layup or dunk. It's honestly one of the most effective moves in NBA history, and only one other player has been able to replicate it, and that is James Harden. I take back what I said about one player has only been able to replicate it, which is Harden, but I'm saying that Harden has been the only other player to really perfect it, maybe besides Giannis. But Harden's is a bit different than Ginobili's. He takes 2 steps instead of faking the ball. Sure, he does it, but he takes 2 steps and then gets the roll on either a layup, a dunk, or any other move for that matter. I've even seen him do it while he's taking a three-pointer. This move is probably the most effective move in NBA history, and you'll see a lot of players do this move in college and in the NBA, especially guards, because it's a very effective move for guards if they want to get to the rim and score. Then the next one is Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson's historic crossover. He has a couple of great ones where he walked over Tyronn Lue, and this one where he really just spun, the Lakers out of control. And Allen Iverson's crossover was incredible. It inspired millions of kids and just people in general around the world to go out to their backyards and practice this move so much. This is probably one of the best street ball moves also of all time. But then Kyrie Irving really copied off of AI's move. In fact, AI is kind of like Kyrie Irving's idol, and he's said multiple times that he really looks up to AI and was one of his favorite players growing up. And I bet this is why Kyrie has such a killer crossover, because he watches tape every single day, I bet, of Allen Iverson's crossovers. And that's how he perfected it. Just like Dirk or Jokic, Irving practices hours and hours in the gym in the off-season trying to perfect this move. And he's done a great job of replicating the Allen Iverson killer crossover. The next one is Michael Jordan's fadeaway jumper. And it's not like Dirk's fadeaway jumper, you would say, because he doesn't stick one leg out. He basically just goes up, pump fakes, and then shoots, or he'll turn his back on a defender and pull up. So Michael was the first player to really ever replicate a mid-range jumper, and I feel like he is the best mid-range jumper player besides Kobe Bryant, because Kobe was the one who stole MJ's move here. We all know Kobe is a trick shot legend, and this really is a trick shot. Just like MJ, Kobe would spin, then go back, or just create his own space for a jumper on the defender. Even if that guy was 7 feet tall, Kobe didn't care. He could knock it down with ease.